So how do you address and heal negative thoughts that you're having about your appearance if you're on the twin flame journey or if you're on a spiritual journey? This is such a fantastic question, and it is so relevant to everyone, especially women in society at this point in time. So the truth is that no matter how you look or no matter how beautiful other people might find you, you can still feel very bad about how you look, and you can still have a lot of negative thoughts about your appearance. This is something that is very personal to me because I have struggled with body dysmorphia when I was young. And I really had to shift my mentality around appearance and looks and self-worth to get to a point where not only do I feel beautiful, but I have the sense of unconditional love towards myself regardless of how I look on any given day. What's important to understand is when you're having a negative thought come up about your appearance, it is almost always going to go back to a sense of self-worth, especially if you are on the twin flame journey and these thoughts are coming up relative to the thought of romantic relationships and intimacy. What your inner child is most likely saying is that she wonders if she's good enough, if she's beautiful enough, if she is lovable enough. What you want to do when these thoughts come up is not to push them away, but to simply get curious. Like really begin to open a dialogue with yourself and ask this part of you, what's making you feel this way? Like, how can I support you? Simply be present with those thoughts and those feelings and have a lot of compassion for them. Say, I completely understand why you would feel this way. Like there is so much pressure to look this way, or perhaps you've been criticized or bullied for a certain way that you've looked or been made fun of in some way. Be really compassionate with the part of you that is in pain and in insecurity. Literally sit with that part of you until she feels totally comforted and totally like you are with her unconditionally. And I want to share a personal story here. So I was really struggling with negative thoughts about my appearance about 2 to 3 years ago. And it was so bad that it actually manifested in me having eczema over my entire face. I couldn't wear makeup. I could barely put sunscreen on, and like my whole face was inflamed and itchy. And during this time, I felt the worst that I had ever felt about myself. There was so much shame, so much pain, so much low self-worth. And what I did at this time was actually to sit in front of a mirror every single day, just looking at my reflection in the worst state that I had ever felt, and literally just telling myself, I love you, I accept you, you are beautiful to me as you are. Telling myself like there's nothing that you need to change. You don't need to have clear skin. You don't need to be more beautiful or thinner. Like I simply just accept you as you are. That illness or autoimmune reaction that I had been having lasted for several months, but it actually started to calm down when I started doing that mirror work. It is about being willing to sit in front of the mirror and really truly love yourself regardless of how you look. And eventually my skin healed and cleared up. And that experience really for me was me reconnecting with a part of my inner child that felt so low worth. It felt so much shame, not just about how I looked, but about like who I felt like I was as a person. So how you look and the thoughts about how you look are always going to be a deeper reflection about how you feel about yourself and your lovability as a person. And of course, there could be other things that are tied into that, but those are really the main key themes that I've seen in myself and in other people. So to wrap it up, don't try and change the negative thoughts. Be with them, understand why they feel that way, nurture them. And when they feel totally heard and seen by you is when you want to offer that positive affirmation. So once you have kind of let yourself feel the intensity of that negative emotion and you feel more calm, you're in that space of kind of coming down from that feeling of being upset, is when you can begin to say positive affirmations to yourself. And I really recommend for anything regarding appearance is to not put conditions on the way that you will love yourself. So this means that you will love yourself no matter how you look and at any weight. And this doesn't mean that you're not going to try to improve your life or improve your health or try to feel more beautiful in terms of how you look. But it simply means that when you are at your worst, you know that you are there for yourself no matter what. And doing this is going to make you so magnetic to a divine counterpart because you are open to receiving love at the deepest, most tender and vulnerable levels. If you need help beginning to work with your inner child to do this healing, I have a step-by-step process in my free course, the Aligned Activation Series, which teaches you all these powerful healing tools, especially to manifest in your divine counterpart. Let me know in the comments if this video was helpful, and of course, follow for more.